What's up, everybody? It's the Higgs joining you from MMOplay.com, and they are doing all sorts of crazy construction outside my house right now. So if you hear some construction noises in the background, I apologize. Please just tune them out or pretend that they're actually in the soundtrack to the video game that I'm going to play. That'll make it even more entertaining. Today we are doing a first look on a game called Chaos. Let's jump on in. Alright, looks like up top you gotta choose between a swordsman or a paladin. Let's see here. Let's check out what the paladin looks like. And I always like paladins. I always like playing with paladins. They feel like they're almost permanently nerfed, but man, this game will not let me play it full screen. If it doesn't let me have my name, I'm gonna freak out. Wow. That is super sexualized loading screen there, isn't it? It's taking a sec to load up everything here, it looks like. I kind of wish that's what my character looked like. That's actually kind of an interesting character look. Feels sort of Limbo-esque. That's a cool guy with a giant Grecian pedestal who's decided to swirl around me and kill things. Also wish I got to play that character. Would be more interesting than this paladin. Combat's pretty simple. You just click it and the game does the rest for you. Lilith with massive breasts. I wonder if, like, the decision to have women look at this ridiculous picture. I wonder if the decision to have women with, you know, large busts that are mostly exposed in these sorts of games is like a conscious marketing decision. And if so, I really wish I could be in on that marketing meeting where they're all like, yeah, you know, the game's good and I think we'll get a pretty good number of players, but I think if we wanted slightly more players, we gotta put breasts in there. It would be a really sad tactic if it didn't also actually work. Not a terrible amount of skills, it looks like. Maybe 5 or 6. I do kind of like this. Oh my good lord, look at this. Oh my god. What circumstance in life would that ever happen? Like, if you're a woman, I just want you to sit back and think for a second. In what circumstance would you ever find yourself boob to boob, squintily looking sexually off to your left with one of your female friends? Anyway, the sort of instancing idea here is a cool one. Definitely not something you haven't seen before, but it is nice, something I didn't really expect coming into this game. I'm glad our guy with the pillar is still around. Wah! I want to play that guy so bad. But also Thor? No, Thor's not an NPC. Or Thor is an NPC, rather. Not a player. Win! 3 stars, perfect kill! Look like some crafting materials dropped here. Wow, it's just shocking at this point that otherwise modest-looking, kind, warm woman had giant breasts exposed. What I don't understand is if you're going to have a game where you've got all that flesh, why isn't Captain Derek, like, shirtless with his rippling pecs? Like, if you're going to go for flesh, go for flesh. Go all the way. Go both genders. Don't discriminate. Looks like the inventory system is alright. Not a whole lot of items you can work with. The guard. Poor guard. Didn't even get a name. It looks like we're going back into this same instancing portal to another instance. Cool. There's that woman with her staff between her breasts again. Again, if you're a woman, imagine a circumstance in which that would actually happen to you in life. I can't think of anything that is not completely ridiculously hilarious. Like you're trying to seduce some guy in a church. You find this staff on the ground. You're like, oh, this will work. And then as he walks in, you can't really think of what to do with the staff. So you just shove it between your breasts and hope that it does something to him. We're fighting Lilith already. I kind of wish we weren't. She seemed like a character who was going to be around for a while. Although I don't think we're doing much damage to her. So maybe we're just, yeah, she's just playing with us. I always liked Lilith as like a mythological slash Christian slash Jewish figure. Great video game villain too. She's one of those villains that I don't think they're going to portray her this way in this game, but she's one of those villains that is great because you find yourself relating to her a lot, or at least there's a possibility for you to relate to her a lot. Alright, I think we got the general idea of chaos here. It is a lot of breasts, World of Warcraft style logo and font choices. A sort of amalgam of stuff you've seen before. In the instancing idea is pretty alright. Everything works well enough. You know, it's one of those free-to-plays. It's basically a clone of a bunch of other games you've seen before, but for what it is, it works just fine. I don't find myself tremendously compelled to continue playing, so if that's something they wanted to do on the outset, it completely was lost on me, but let me know if I'm wrong. If you guys are playing this game and it's absolutely wonderful and I'm just not giving it the benefit of the breast. See what I did there? Let me know. Leave a comment in the description below. I have been Higgs from MMOplay.com. Thanks for watching this first look. I'll see you next time.